cool. Hey guys, it's me, Sylvia, back with another video. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. Today's video we are actually filming on Black Friday, and that is because I want to go to Ulta and see what kind of sales we're talking about here, okay? I called the store ahead of time and I asked, honey, do you have any sales going on that are worth me coming in? The guy said that they do have a few sales all around the store, but honey, do you have a clearance section? And he said, yes, there is a clearance section. So in my head, I'm thinking we're gonna go straight to the clearance section, and I'm hoping that it will be overfilled with new goodies and lots of makeup that they're trying to get off the shelves for Black Friday. I don't know what to expect. It is a little bit later in the day, so hopefully the Black Friday rush is out of there. But I don't know. Let's go to Ulta and see what we can find and see if we can do a full face full of Black Friday makeup products. There's a lot going on here. It's a little messy. There's a lot of stuff. I'm sure we can find some pretty good things. There's so much random stuff in here. This is a nail polish removing pen, Makeup Revolution highlighter. And honestly, for Black Friday, it's not that busy in here right now. Okay, so I'm trying to get enough stuff for a full face. I found lashes. These aren't my favorite style, but they're the only lashes I see in the clearance section. Also found something for brows. Now I'm looking for concealer. There's like no options for concealer here. Oh, this is a lipstick that's on sale. It's very bright. Okay, hold please. I'm gonna have to do some more rummaging. Honestly, I'm having a very hard time differentiating what's on sale and what's not on sale. And some of the products are a little questionable. Like, what is this stuff in here? You see this? Like, look at this lipstick. It's so gross. I would never reach for a cream foundation normally. Like, this kind of looks like it's a lip balm, not a foundation. But it's the only foundation that's on sale. And then for concealer, I found two other options. This is light and this is medium, and there's no shade in between. So don't call it a challenge for nothing, people. So I'm gonna shuffle through and try and get a few more items that I think I can make work, and I will meet you guys back in the studio. So we're back from Ulta. All right, I got a bunch of the clearance makeup. Honestly, the store in general was not that busy for Black Friday. Very shocked. And now I know why. There wasn't a lot of sales in store. They had a lot of holiday kits and, like, you know, you get a free fragrance if you spend this amount of money, but there was not really individual items and like regular makeup brands and stuff that were on sale. But we went straight to that clearance section to see what we could get, and I was a little surprised, I guess, at the selection at the clearance section. Most of it was like hair products and nail polishes, but there was some beauty products and none of them really called out to me. I will be honest. I think this video is gonna be a challenge, but we're gonna go over each item like as I'm applying it, and I'll talk about why I chose it and yada yada. So let's just get right into it. I'm gonna go wash my face and we'll get started. Before we get started, hold up, we have some exciting news. New S Club hoodies. Hell yeah, they are so cute. They come in black and camel. It has a similar design to the last one because I told you I love those so much, but I did have to switch companies. So the new versions are just as cozy, just as comfortable as the last ones, and they have that S Club cursive over top of the hoodie. Like, look at the quality of those roses. The screen print is just amazing. The colors are bright. I'm just really happy with them. I'm not wearing it only because the lights are really hot in here, but here are a bunch of pictures so you guys can see what it looks like on. And we have a brand new exciting item, an S Club phone case. Ta-da! It is beautiful. So Tumblr-esque, okay? I don't know what it is with these roses I'm just obsessed with, and I feel like they're so feminine and trendy and fun, and even if you're not like a hardcore S Club member, like, you can love this phone case, you know? So I expect everybody to go click the link in the description right now and cop yourself some S Club merch, and especially this phone case so all your mirror selfies can be lit. I've got the little heart S Club logo right here that I am putting on everything, and we're gonna make it known. When you see that heart, it's S Club. So for primer, I did manage to find one in the clearance section. We have the Ulta Beauty Hydrating Face Primer. I have never tried this before. There was not very many options for primers, but you know, your girl could use some hydration right now. Ooh, they weren't lying when they said hydrating. I definitely put way too much. It kind of feels like a moisturizer. It definitely doesn't have that like silicone mattifying feeling. It says that it's just like a splash of water for your face, and it's supposed to help keep your skin hydrated while smoothing for a flawless makeup application. It does have some tackiness to it now that it's completely applied. My skin does look very hydrated. I did have some dry areas around my breakouts, and they feel way softer and smoother now. So I'm gonna say so far so good. It lives up to its claims, but let's see how the foundation applies over top. So next up for foundation, it's another Ulta product. It is the Demi Matte Foundation with SPF 20. I've never tried this before, so I am intrigued. I grabbed something something that I thought could possibly be my shade, which was another issue. There was no testers. Kind of like a moussey texture. It's very interesting. It's supposed to be a luxurious, lightweight cream gel formula that absorbs oils. It doesn't say how much coverage it gives you. It just says that it's buildable. This shade is actually pretty good for me. So foundation is completely applied. I will say it's definitely more of a sheer to medium coverage. As you can see, some of my imperfections are still kind of seeping through, even though I did a second layer on them. I'm gonna see how it wears throughout the video and then we will circle back to it. But first impression, it's okay, but I can't tell just yet. So next up for concealer, I grabbed something from the brand called Mally. It is the H3 concealer and they only had the 2 shades, light and medium, and it was hard to tell which one would be my shade, so I had to get both. I've never tried anything from this brand before, so I am intrigued. And this is looking like a very bright shade. I'm gonna mix it with the medium shade and then hopefully we can get a nice shade that's in between. So this is supposed to be a very creamy finish and very hydrating for the under eye, so I guess we got a theme going on here. Hydrating primer, hydrating concealer. Ooh, that blended out really, really easily. Pretty impressed. I also didn't get an eyeshadow primer because there just wasn't one in the clearance section, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply this on my lid as well. I'm liking the coverage it's giving. I'm liking those 2 shades mixed together. I am pleasantly surprised. My under eye looks more brightened, hydrated, healthy. The product is also very creamy as they claim, and with that, I'm a little nervous just because it's already starting to settle into those fine lines and I literally just blended it out. Not too sure how great it's gonna be as an eyeshadow primer, but we're gonna just carry on and see how it holds up. Now, next up for bronzer, I was not able to find a bronzer, at least not one that looked like it was fully sealed, but I did manage to get the Ulta Cream Compact Foundation in a darker shade that I'm hoping I can use as kind of like a cream contour. The creamier for contour, the better I find. You know, more natural looking and just easier to work with, so it definitely screamed out cream contour instead of foundation for me. So let's just blend that out. Ooh, blending out super easily. It's a little orange, but it's not bad. It is warming up my face and I feel like it'll all come together in the end. I'm gonna even do a little bit of a nose contour here. This foundation is moving around a lot. So it looks like I'm gonna have to set it just to be able to apply powders and stuff on top without disturbing the foundation underneath. I am gonna set the concealer and the foundation though using a setting powder I already have, just because I do want to give them a fair shot, and the concealer is already creasing and the foundation's getting kind of oily on me, so this definitely will help. So now let's move on to highlight. I got the Makeup Revolution Haunted Lights highlighter. Ooh, it's got like a pink reflect to it, so I'm having to layer it a little bit to get it as bright as I like, but it's getting there. I'm also gonna apply a little bit of that in the dip of my nose up here and down the bridge of my nose. So that's really, really pretty. I do like it. I don't know if the pink reflect is my favorite just because it doesn't look very natural with my skin tone, but if you have more of a pink undertone, then this could be really pretty and still look pretty natural on you. I wouldn't say it's the most blinding highlight I've ever tried, but it's still very, very beautiful, and definitely for the price, $2.99. I am surprised, shocked, shook. We like it. Now, last up for the face makeup is blush, and I got this Revlon Eyes, Cheeks, and Lips palette. It has a blush in the center there. Now, this is literally the only palette that I could find in the clearance section, but it's looking a little used and abused, and it's really sketching me out. There's like a hair stuck in the lip product. There's like dust all over it. I don't know. It was sealed. It had a sticker on it, so I don't know, but we're gonna go for it. I'm gonna go in with that blush right there because it's the only one I have. So when I went in with my brush there, I accidentally hit the black eyeshadow and now I have a black mark on my face. Blush is going all inside the lip product, and then I'm also getting the lip product on my brush. I think I need a smaller brush. I'm like squishing the bristles so I don't get it in anything else. This is not even really a great blush. It's not giving me much color and it's pretty shimmery, so it's looking more like a highlight. That's enough of that. We're not loving that blush. I'm gonna try and fix the little black smudges with my beauty blender. So it just was not giving me much color, and then when I was getting finally enough product on there, it started to look chalky. So we'll put this on hold for a second until we do our brows. For brows, I found the Maybelline TattooStudio Brow Tint Pen. So this is a very interesting brow product because it has like 3 little spikes at the end, and it's supposed to make it so you can kind of create like 3 brow hair strokes at once. Oh, it's 4 brow hairs actually. Let's see how we do. Those don't really look like strokes. They just look like I drew on my brows with a marker. It's like when you have a really stiff eyeliner liner pen, it just makes it hard to go along the grooves of your eye. Same thing with the brow pen. It makes it hard to go with like the grooves of your brow, and it's just hard to control. Mostly because I'm very clumsy, but also because it's a stiff tip there and I don't like it. Let me just fix what's happening here. Brows are on after some struggles, and I will probably not be using that brow pencil again just because it was very difficult for me to create the brows that I like using that. Not my favorite, but if you have ways that you like to make that pen work, you can let us know down below. What doesn't work for me might work for you. Like, don't hate on me. I always get hate when I don't like drugstore products or affordable products, and I just have to be honest. Like, some of them I like, some of them I don't, and I'm gonna be honest with the ones that I don't. Moving on. So back to this Revlon palette here. So there's 6 eyeshadow shades in this palette. They're all like smoky, shimmery shade. Oh, I think the black is a matte, but let's see what we can create. So I'm gonna start by taking this shade in the palette right there, and I'm gonna take that along my lash line and kind of flick it outwards where I would normally do a cat eye, because we're gonna create a smoky shadow wing. I'm using this just from one of my random other products. It's a little plastic piece as a barrier to help protect my concealer, and this will just give us a nice straight edge. Zoomed you guys in a little bit closer. So I'm surprised we actually do have some pigment to this shadow. It's definitely coming on more blue than I expected though. It looked like a brown shimmer shade in the palette. Now I'm going to take that black shade in the palette and we're going to darken up that wing, focusing that color mostly on the lash line, and then blending those 2 shades together so you can't really see any harsh lines, and it just ends up looking like a smoky wing. Now let's take this shade in the palette right there, and I'm going to apply that as an inner corner highlight. Looks like I'm going to wet my brush a little bit to intensify it, and I'm going to bring that kind of like to the very center of my lower lash line. You can see the concealer is creasing already, even though I did set it and I've blended it out multiple times. It's also not really making it a great eyeshadow primer. You can see it's kind of patchy and creasing on my lid already. So that's why I've kind of avoided putting eyeshadow directly on my lid, because I just know it's going to crease and become a mess. So next, let's apply some mascara. I got the Smoky Mama mascara from Mally Beauty. So let's apply that on my top lashes. Ooh, I'm liking that so far. The bristles are catching every hair, but the wand isn't super thick, and they're still becoming really thick and volumized. And the slender wand makes it really easy to get right up to the root of your lash, so I like that. I don't know what it is, like fumes I guess or something. When the wand is close to my eye is kind of like watering, and it doesn't have the greatest smell, so that's something to be concerned about. But my lashes do look pretty bomb if you ask me. The shadows are okay. I did have to work and build them a little bit to get them as dark and pigmented as they look on my eye right now. I would be wary about the shades kind of coming out a little bit different than what they look like in the pan here. But other than that, you know, I was able to make it work. I feel like I did kind of play it on the safe side though. I wouldn't really want to do anything too crazy because I feel like they would just kind of melt into each other. But for what we did, I actually really like them. And if you just want, you know, a sweep of color or something, I feel like the formula is okay for that. But for the palette in general, honestly, it's not my favorite. I feel like the positioning of everything is very awkward. Having the lip products on either side of the blush obviously doesn't make sense. The powder got everywhere. As for the lip products themselves, they're very, very lip balmy. Kind of feels like kids makeup. So that's not something I would reach for either. So I probably wouldn't have gotten this palette if it wasn't for this video and for the challenge. But I mean, we're making do with what you have. So that just goes to show like you really don't need the best of the best makeup to create looks. It's just all about working with what you have and making the most of it, which I think we were able to do with that palette. So now let's take this eye look to the next level. I was able to find some lashes, the Lash Couture triple push-up lashes. So this is the style Corset. Let's see how they look once I apply them on my eye. So I did have to cut the lash a little bit to size it to my eye, and I'm also using my own lash glue. These are very dramatic, darling. We love it. We love it. So both lashes are on and I love them. Makes it look that much more dramatic. Now for the final product, we have a red lip. It is from Ulta Beauty in the shade Cherry Picked. I was down for a red shade so I could create this kind of like holiday inspired look. Ooh, very creamy. Whoa, that is bright. I like that. Oh, I wish I had like a dark red lip liner to put on with it. You guys think I can cheat? Definitely has some shine to it. That's a really pretty shade. But I'm gonna use a darker red lip liner just to help control it a little bit, but I do really like the formula of this. It smells weird though. It smells like crayons, kind of like how kids' makeup smells, so I'm not a fan of that. But it feels really soft and hydrating on my lips. So I'm gonna apply MAC's Red Enriched Lip Liner just to line my lips. There we go, much better. So this completes the final look using all of those Black Friday Ulta clearance makeup products. And I really love the way that it turned out. We definitely have some holiday vibes going on with the red lip and the smoky smoldering eye. I'm really surprised and happy that I was able to make a lot of this stuff work. Honestly, the foundation is looking very, very good. It's a perfect match. It looks bomb. If I was breaking out or something though, I'd want something else for a little bit extra help in those areas. And even after setting it, it feels still like it's not completely transfer proof, so I would have to be careful about touching my face and things like that. But for an affordable foundation, for first impression, I am really liking it. And for the concealer, it is creasing again. I've had that issue throughout the entire video, so I'm kind of thrown off by that and not liking it as much as I did when I first applied it, because it just continues to crease and even setting it isn't helping with that. Brow product was probably my least favorite. I did not enjoy doing my brows with that product. And the lip product is really nice too. I mean, it's not anything special, but for the price, it applied really nice, and it's this very vibrant red that I really like. It matches my nails. So that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you subscribe before you go by clicking this little bubble right here, and then continue watching these other videos of mine if you want to have a Sylvia Gani marathon, get to know me. You'll like these videos, so just go ahead and click on them right now and continue watching. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. Bye.